We learn how to design reinforced concrete swimming pool like pro using Tekla Structural Designer. And this is going to be a step-by-step design process. And then after analysis, we proceed to produce the detailed drawings of the structural elements as well as the report. You are very welcome to this video. Stay connected as we get started. Now, this is the welcome interface of Tekla Structural Designer as you launch it from the desktop. And then over here, we proceed to the settings right here. Then we can be able to set the code of practice we want to use for this design. So for the sake of this design, we are going to be using UK settings active options. So once you select that UK setting, you have to make it active. If you select any other country like Finland, just like this, you need to make it active. Should in case the code you want to use is not here, you can click on the import right here and be able to select from the list of codes and countries that you have right here successfully. For the sake of this video, we are going to be going by UK settings. You make it active. You must ensure you click on active right here to make it active. So after which, click on the OK options. Then we proceed, and then we want to set the material. So for the material right here, what we'll be considering is just only the reinforcement right here. So the country you can see is UK, right? And then the regional code is United Kingdom Euro code we are using for this design. You have to take note. Then the available class of reinforcement, we have 500 class, which is the only class for now as default in Tekla Structural Designer, which you can be able to add any class that you wish to add using these provisions. And these are the diameter of reinforcement that we have at default, up to 40 millimeters reinforcement diameter. You can add any other diameter of reinforcement you wish using this provision as well. Click on the close options. So once we are done with these few settings, you proceed to the new options to create a new project. So once you click on the new option, just like this, and then new project will be created. Now you have seen so many tabs in Tekla Structural Designer. All right, and we are good to go. We want to start to model. So for us to start modeling, you must ensure you are on ST base, which is the base level, all right, of the design, our graphics interface. Okay, so we have the 3D level. This will show you the structure in 3D. So for you to start to set a grid lines, you need to be on the base level right here. Okay, so we start by setting the construction level right here. So click on the construction level. So we just need to click insert above to insert just a level above. So over here, what will be the height of this swimming pool? We want the height of this swimming pool to be 2.5 meters. So you just key in 2.5 meter right here. Okay, and this 2.5 meter we have right here is going into the earth. So over here where we have the ST base, which is the foundation, we have these provisions to be minus 2.5. So you must prefix it with minus just like this, then 2.5 right here, you see. After which you click in this provision, and then here where you're having 2.5, we have this provision to be 0, just like this. So this is the settings, all right, for the swimming pool, like the construction level for the swimming pool settings. So for the source, you have to leave it as unique. Okay, after which you click on the OK option. So we are done with setting the level. We proceed to set the grid lines. So over here where we have grid line, as I said earlier, make sure you are at ST base. If you click in these provisions, you can see the two levels we just set, ST1 and ST base right here, you see. So click in this small arrow provision, and then we'll be using this rectangular wizard to set our grid lines for the swimming pool. All right, so all of this, we leave it at default. You can click and be able to make changes successfully. And then we click on the next options, and then over here, the origin, we want it to start at 00 origin. Click on next, and then we want to use this line style type, which is dash dot. Click on next, and then over here in the X direction, we will be having number of counts to be 1, and then the length of this swimming pool is going to be 5 meters. 5 meters, just like this. Okay, click on the next option. In this Y direction extent, we have number of count as 1, and then the width of the swimming pool is going to be 2.5. just like this. All right, so after which you can click on the next options and then click on next and then finished from here. So this is the grid line set out, structural grid line set out for the swimming pool. So we are now going to start to model the walls. So for the wall modeling now, you come to this provision where you see concrete mesh. If you click here, there are other walls. You have mystery mesh, we have general mesh. So we'll be using this concrete mesh option. So have that selected. Have we selected it? Now in the property window right here, if you scroll down, you can see the bottom constraint and then the top constraint, all right, of this wall. So it is connecting the two levels we just created, all right. So if you scroll down over here, you can be able to make some changes in terms of the wall zone and then reinforcement. Okay, the type should be loose bar, all right. Scroll down as well, and then you can be able to now see the concrete type is a normal concrete. So over here we also have lightweight concrete, so we use normal concrete right here. So for the concrete classes, we have this class 32, 40. We want to change this to 2025 class right here. Okay, for inside of this wall that we want to model now, we need two layers of reinforcement. So you can be able to design for one layer of reinforcement as well. But in this case, we need two layers of reinforcement. Okay, you now scroll down. So for the nominal cover of this, so this, since this is a swimming pool, nominal cover will take it as 40 millimeters. Okay, so these are the changes that we wish to actually implement. So we start to model the swimming pool. So I pick the first point here. I pick the second point right here to have the wall of the pool placed successfully. I pick from here and then to this point to place in that direction, and also in this provision just have to click 2 points to have the walls placed successfully. So we are done modeling the wall of the swimming pool. Go to 3D to actually see what we have done. So this is what we get right here as the wall successfully. So we need a slab, all right, which is the floor of the swimming pool. It's going to be a slab. So we get back to the base level right here, escape from here. So for us to draw a slab, this is like a foundation slab, all right. So it is going to be a kind of a raft slab. It is a raft slab, all right. So we come to the foundation tab. In the foundation tab, you see this option of matte panel. You have to use this area, all right. Pick on the area options. So we pick the first point, you pick the second point, you pick the third point, and then if you pick this fourth point, you see this is created successfully. You just have to double click to have it placed successfully. But I want to show you something stay connected. So if I select this now, I'll be deleting this. I need to show you one or two things right here. Once you pick on this area, you have to check the property window. In the property window, you can see the overhang. So the overhang at default is 500 millimeters. All right. So you can be able to make changes to this, but I wouldn't want to change it. I like it to be 500. That is 500 away from the walls. So if I scroll down, you can see the other option of slab properties. Okay. So the thickness of the slab or the depth is 200. I want to use 180. So I'll keep it 180 millimeters for my slab thickness. So for the concrete, it's a normal concrete, and then for the class right here, I will use 2025 options. I scroll down right here, and then every other options here, you see the allowable bearing capacity is 100. I will leave this at default. All right, I scroll down again. So every other things, I just leave it at default. Okay, so now that you have done the settings in this property window, you now start to place the slab raft successfully. You pick the points, pick this point, double click right here to have it placed. Now you have to escape from here. So if you navigate to the 3D, this is what you get at 3D. Okay, you get this at 3D. All right, so now we want to start to load this swimming pool successfully, and then in loading we are going to be considering various load like the soil load and the hydrostatic load. You are going to learn all of this in this video. So at this point, if you have not liked the video, if you have not subscribed to our channel Surfacing, I will urge you to hit on the like button right there, and then hit on the subscribe button to be part of this good works we are doing for free of charge. on our channel. Okay, let us make progress. All right, so we proceed to the loading tab. So once you get to this loading tab, you navigate to the load cases. Click on the load cases, and then in these load cases at default, you see Tekla Structural Designer has these load cases at default, and we don't need service load in this case, so we have to delete it. So I have that selected, and then click on delete options to get rid of it. All right, we have the dead load, we have the live load. We need an additional load like the soil pressure load, so click on add from here. So from this provision of name, you type soil pressure. Just have to type soil pressure. From here, just like this. And then what type of load is this soil pressure load? So soil pressure load is going to be a dead load, because there are various types of loads right here. We have the imposed load, we have the dead load, and snow load, wind load, right? So soil pressure is going to be a dead load. So we have that selected successfully. So that is taken. Click on add again. We'll be adding an hydrostatic pressure. So hydrostatic pressure is going to be key in this provision as hydrostatic from here. All right, so now which type of load is this? Click in this provision. This is going to be imposed load, other imposed load. All right, you know, the water does not just remain. There are times they actually dry the swimming pool, and there is time they fill it up. All right, so it is an imposed load. It's not static. So I will use that option. So for the combination factor right here, I will have these provisions to be 0.5, and then I'll have this provision to be 0.7 successfully. All right, for the combination factor. So after which, I will come over to this imposed load again. I want to uncheck this pattern eccentricity moment for precast columns. This is not a precast column. All right, so I'll get rid of that. So after which I click on the OK. I'm done with my load cases, load cases definition. All right, so I click on the OK option from here. Everything is good. Now we want to start to apply these loads on this swimming pool. All right, so for us to do that, you have to just click in these provisions and then enable the load that you wish to apply it. So I'll select on this dead load. So I'll apply it a dead load. It's going to be a slab load, which is going to be on the mat foundation successfully. So this is going to be a load due to surcharge. Okay, I click on this, and then I will have the value of the load to be this. Okay, so for the load due to surcharge, I will go by 5 kilonewton per square meters, just like this. And then the load direction is global Z, so it is acting downward. All right, so after having selected all of this, I have to click on the slab to have this load applied successfully. Okay, this is a load due to surcharge. I've applied the dead load. So for the imposed load, I'll click on it. All right, imposed load, this should be a load due to the human activities. All right, so now I will make this to be 2 kilonewton per square meters, also in the global Z directions. I click on the slab to have it applied successfully. The next load I'm going to be applying is the soil pressure load. So for the soil pressure load, I'll activate it right here. So I have to escape from here first and then activate it from here. Navigate and use this variable area load. All right, click on that. So in this variable area load, I have to define the direction of the load. So over here, I will select and define it in the X directions. So for this soil pressure load, is going to be 3 kilonewton per square meters successfully. So I'll bring it here. You can see once I click, it is being applied just like this. All right, so I will have to also check to apply it on this other side. So you see this is applied inside. All right, so you just have to prefix this with a minus sign to have it applied correctly, just like this. And if I click here, and then I prefix this provision with a minus sign as well, minus from here, and then I click over here. So I'm not seeing any changes because this actually applied inside. All right, and then this application is not correct. You can to undo that from here. Okay, so now you still have to remove the minus sign and check from this face. We are going to change the direction from here to Y direction, and then we'll be able to apply it here successfully. Then over to this side, This is also applying inside. So we will change it to normal like this and check. All right, this is applying inside. All right, so we have to make changes from this direction here. So just change that to Y, and then you applied it here. You see it's been applied successfully. So this provision, you change it to X right here, having prefixed the 3 kilonewton per square meter with minus. Click right here for the X to have it applied successfully. So this is the soil pressure load we have applied successfully on this wall. Okay, so the next pressure we are going to be applying, which is the major load, is the hydrostatic load we are going to be applying. Okay, so we escape from this load, and then we use also the varying load. So for the hydrostatic load right here, you will be having it to be 24. It's going to be 24 kilonewton, or we used 25 kilonewton per square meter right here as the load bottom at the bottom of the swimming pool. And then over to the directions, we use normal, so we just have to click to have it applied successfully. We wouldn't want to apply it outside, but we want it applied inside. So we click, and this is applying as outside, which means it is wrong. You can undo it from here and then click in these provisions, prefix this load with a minus sign. Just like this, and then after which you can now try to apply it again. You see this has applied inside successfully, you see, which is the hydrostatic load. All right, so you can also check these directions. I think that is applying correctly. Okay, this is applying outside. All right, so which is not correct. You have to undo it from here and then apply from this side. That is applied successfully inside. Okay, so in this direction we need to remove the minus sign we had right before 25 kilonewton successfully, and then we'll be able to apply it here. So if you check, you notice the hydrostatic load is applied inside of the swimming pool successfully. So click on this other wall to have it applied successfully. You can see. So with this, we have been able to apply the load successfully on this swimming pool. Escape from the kit, and then you have the pool just like this, well loaded. So you can check it through this provision. Once you select the soil pressure, you can see that this is the soil pressure on the pool. And then if you select the imposed load, this is the imposed load successfully. If you select the dead load, you have the dead load having been applied successfully. And then over here, the slab safe weight and then the other excluding slab load are being applied at default. All right, so we are done with our loading. So we proceed to the analysis of the swimming pool and design successfully. So we use the design tab right there. So this particular tab, design all statics, we actually analyze and design at once. All right, so once you get here, you just need to come to settings under the design tab, come to settings provision, click. So in the setting property windows, you can be able to check the reinforcement arrangement right here, and then you can be able to select and choose the minimum as well as the maximum reinforcement as you actually preferred successfully. And then also for the wall, over here you see wall, expand it. You can check the reinforcement layout as well. If this is not okay by you, you can make changes successfully, include the detailing right here and the tied reinforcement. This can be changed. And then the number of span region ties required to use separate region is 2 right here. This can also be updated successfully. After we are done and you're okay with your settings right here, click on the save option to save your setting, and then click on the OK option to get rid of this window. At this time, we want to proceed to carry out the analysis and design using this analysis and design panel, and then we click on this provision. So before we click here, we need to create our load cases and combinations before we actually carry out the analysis and design, because if you did not create your load cases and combinations, there is no way you can do analysis before design. All right, there is no way you can do analysis and design in Tekla Structural Designer. So come back to the load provision, click on the load cases right here. So over here, all of these load cases has been applied to the structure successfully. We navigate to the combinations right here. So in this combination, we just proceed to generate combinations. All right, so over here we will uncheck this and that, and then we leave the geo combinations. This has to do with the soil combinations, all right, because most of our structural elements are right inside of the soil, so we must apply the geo combinations. And then for the combination for design of structural members, we use the table 1 of the Euro code successfully. Then we use the final scenario right here. Click on the next option. So over here, click on the next options. Next. All right, so over to these provisions, we need to check this positive, direction 1 positive, and then direction 2 positive. You change also in this combination, we use direction 1 positive and direction 2 positive. You click on finished to have the combination generated just like this. We did not camber any of the members, so this provision will not be checked. All right, click on the OK options from here. At this time, we want to proceed to the design tab right here. So we can now carry out the design. So if you click in these provisions right there, where my pointer is, click here, you see all the combinations we have actually created successfully for this design. Okay, so if you want to understand this Tekla Structural Designer and then be able to use it very effectively, you can join our mentorship class, master class for Tekla Structural Designer. You can reach to me through the link in the description of this video. Let us make progress. Now, I'll come to the analysis and design panel, and then I will use this design all statics options. Just click on it once. So once you click on it, allow the program to carry out the analysis of all of these structural elements and as well design. So analysis and design is successful. As you can see, 4 members has passed. None of the member has failed, as you can see from here. So the pool wall has passed design. When I start to check it successfully by selecting it, right click. So once you right click on it, you have a drop down menu right here. In the drop down menu, you can check the slab right here. Check slab, you can see. Check slab also, and then we are not dealing with slab, we are dealing with wall. So you have to come up to this provision. You see interactive design for the wall. So you click on interactive design statics, and then you can be able to see the wall design parameters as well as a section of it. So you can see what we are having here. So actually, I make changes to something here, and that is what actually make this failure. All right, you see. So now the end row vertical bar is H8. All right, the end row vertical bar is H8. If you check for the lateral, you can check also the interactive diagram of it. So these are the analysis and design informations which we will print them in the reports shortly. So over here, you can also be able to make changes if you wish. You can make changes to the reinforcement right here. You can decide to use 12, and then you check whether it has passed using these check options. All right, after which I close this. So we are done checking this. Let's proceed to design the foundation slab. So for the foundation slab, we have to navigate. If you navigate to the statute, now we notice, you see the option and the color code says not yet designed. All right, so this is for the foundation slab, not yet designed. So let's get back. You see, for the wall is designed. Get back to the foundation tab right here. In this foundation tab, what you just have to do here is just to click on this design mat. All right, so once you click on the design mat, you see the mat has been designed. See, 1 member has passed the design successfully. So we need to validate this project. You see the validation warning right here. Click right here to validate this project. Everything is validated and everything has passed design successfully. If you place your pointer on this reinforced concrete mat foundation, you can see the section there and the reinforcement generated for the both top and bottom reinforcement successfully generated is H12. All right, as person 335 for both top and bottom successfully at U ratio 0.3. Okay, so having taken notice of that, all of our structural elements in this swimming pool has been designed successfully. We will now have to proceed. You can right click on the slab, select it, right click, and then you can be able to check the panel. You can check panel from here. You can check slab as well. Click on check slab. Okay, right click right here and use the panel options, and this will actually show you the bottom X direction, bottom Y, and top X as well Y directions for the analysis and combinations, as well as the reinforcement provided successfully. And then these are the area provided, and then these are the required area. All right, so this is the U ratio. All right, so you can check the bearing capacities, informations, the torsions, everything has passed successfully. Click on the close options. That is for the foundation design. All right, so now we are done with this design. We want to start to produce the detailed drawings. Okay, after the detailed drawing, we now go into the report productions. All right, so now I can right click on this and then be able to view this in a server view, and then you have this view successfully. Okay, so I can also right click on this and then look at the result view. All right, so for the result view, this is what you get. The result view has to do with the analytical information. So if you click on the result right here, you have to enable the combination right here. So once you enable the combinations, you can be able to check for deflections. The result is not actually showing from here, so and we can use this FH just down and then be able to look at the stress for the foundation, look at the forces for the wall. Okay, so these are the forces for the wall successfully as we applied based on the load. Okay, we can also check other stress pattern for the walls successfully, and then the deflections. What we have here is total. We can check it in the X direction. All right, we can also check it in the Y directions. So this is more or less like the analytical information. So you can be able to use the key here to read where the tension is very high on the wall, as well as the mat foundation successfully. So having been able to check all of this, we proceed. Click on these provisions and get back to the structural view. So here we go. In the structural view, we want to start to produce detailed drawing. So for the detailed drawing, you come to draw right here. And then in this provision, you get to this drawing management. Click right there. So you need to select the type of drawing you wish to view or you wish to produce the detail. So for the case of this project, we'll be looking at the concrete wall detail. Select it right there. After we click on add to add it in this provision, just like this, and then come to where you have content. Click on it. So you see the numbers of walls right here. These are the numbers of walls. All right, so click on it, drag it to this other provision. We need these 4 walls details, so we need to drag all to this provision. Select on it, click and drag to this provision, just like this. Click on the OK options, after which you proceed to view drawings options. So just click on this provision and then you have this DXF export preferences window. So over here, you can check here. You notice we already want this there, so we don't have anything to change except the scale. For the scale is 1:25, we go by that. So this is the text height is 5 millimeters. Just click on the OK options and this will automatically launch AutoCAD, and then move the drawings, the detailed drawing from Tekla Structural Designer to AutoCAD successfully. And then we'll look at the drawing and see how detailed these drawings are. And this is just for the reinforced concrete wall. Later we'll produce drawing for the raft foundation. So click on the yes option. And here we go. These are our drawings. We have 4 walls, and this is the 4 walls drawings successfully. If you zoom closely, you can see how the drawing are being detailed. So one thing about Tekla Structural Designer is that you don't have much work to do, because it will detail. Tekla Structural Designer will detail everything for you very well. Okay, so now you can see a kind of a starter bar from the foundation of this particular pool, and then you can see a kicker 75, and this is the reinforcement. This is one of the reinforcement being detailed successfully as 82H8 at bar mark 2, and then spacing is 125 successfully in that direction. So in the upward direction we have this, and and then in this center we have this, and so forth and so on, and this is the sections of it, all right, being marked successfully just like this. So this is the wall detail, the swimming pool wall detail we just designed successfully, and here is a kind of bar bending informations, bar length, all right, for the walls, for all the bars, and then the quantity of the bar. You can see grand total here in kg. Okay, so with this information you can be able to get this bar from the market successfully. Okay, now let's proceed to Tekla Structural Designer, and then we want to produce, let's cancel this, we want to produce the details for the reinforced concrete slab raft now. So click on this drawing management again, and then over here we are going to choose this slab/mat layout. Click on add from here, then click on this content, and then we need the base level informations, and then we need the ST1 level informations. So click on the OK options from here, after which click on view drawings. So once you click here in these provisions, you want to view all. You can decide to view, the bottom or the top reinforcement, all right, but we want to view all. And then for the layer style right here is going to be slab, this option, and then the scale is going to be 1:100. All of this leave it positive. Click on OK options. So this will take us to AutoCAD automatically. You can see, and how neat this drawing is. This is a neat slab detail. You can see this is a neat slab detail. So you can see H12 as spacing 335 for this reinforcement. So for this other reinforcement, you see H12 as spacing, and then for this other reinforcement, you can also see H12 as spacing, and then this is another reinforcement. All right. So this one is the wall trying to contradict this text right here. Let me move it to this position. Just use move option to move it here. So that is it. This is wall 3, and then this is wall 4. All right, we have already produced detail for the wall. So now this is the top level that shows the walls plan detail. Okay, this is the top level that shows the wall plan detail. All right, and you can see how everything is neat. All right, so this is the bar bending kind of quantity takeoff, all right, for the reinforcement at the foundations. So this is the total weight of the reinforcement at the foundations in kg. You can see right here. Okay, now we are good. You can come to these provisions where we have the wall details, and then you can copy this, and then right click from here and copy from these provisions, get it to this other window, and then you'll be able to paste here. All right, so once you paste here, and then this is all of the information you need for the reinforcement of your swimming pool successfully. So design is done. Let's get back to Tekla Structural Designer. We want to produce the report for this design. So for the report, what you need to do, come to the report window right here, report tab. So you just come here, over here, select in this provision. What report do you wish to actually get over here? So if you screw in these provisions, we want to get a report on building design. All right, building design. So just select this building design. So once you select this building design right here, what you need to do is you just have to click on active right here. Okay, so once you click on active, over here you see steel, and then you see concrete. So we don't need steel, we don't really need all of the concrete elements. So from here, click on this plus sign, and then you can be able to expand and as well expand the wall from here. So we need wall detail calculations report first. We also need slab, so we come back to generate for reinforced concrete mat slab successfully. So click on the OK options. So once you have done that, just click on this show report here. So this will show you the report for the wall. So you can see from here, these are the walls sections and details right here. And then if you come down, you can see the vertical bar summary right here, and then the statute passed. Okay, so these are the calculations. If you scroll down, you'll see more of the summary calculations right here, just like this for these walls design. All right, so if you also get back to these provisions, okay, so if you expand this right here, you see it is just the summary that we get from here. If you click on the OK and then you close this, get back to these provisions and confirm what you have here. And then what you also have here is what. So click on the OK option, then check in this member report here. So over here you see we have drawings and then we have what? Design summary. So you can also include the design calculations here, just like this. So if you include the design calculations right here, I click on the OK option and then you click on report right here. So this may generate design calculations. As you can see, a design calculation right here is being attached successfully. So this is how you create your report. You can see design calculation is being attached on the drawings successfully. This is how you create your report in Tekla Structural Designer. And this report can be printed using PDF, or you can print it to Word successfully. Once you click here, it will automatically be printed from here. Alright, you can see it's loading. So this will actually take a little time and then it will get printed successfully. And here are the report in PDF. Alright, which you are sent to printer successfully, of which you can be able to edit the header of this, alright, successfully as well. Okay, now see this provision, edit footers, edit header. So you can use this provision to edit the footer and the headers, which is the bottom, and as well as this top, as well as the logo successfully, and you'll be able to print this out very clean. Okay, let us produce the report for the mast slab. So I'll close this and then also get to the report tab, and then over here for the model I'll click in these provisions. So this is design active. Okay, so over here what do we have? Only one. I'll take this in, expand this time around. We need a report for slab mat design. Okay, pull this to these provisions. That is just what we need. Click on the OK option, and then if you click here, this will be produced successfully. So you can see. So this is the slab slash mat design. Okay, and then you see the summary. This is just the summary. So if you want to see the detailed calculations of this as well, you can be able to close this now and then come to this member report provisions, and then what we have here is just the summary. Okay, so you can add the design calculations right there, just like this. Okay, click on the OK options and then click on the show report option, and you see what do we have here? Okay, we are still having this particular one. Let's check what is here. The member supposed to be included. Okay, this is the design calculation, and then this one is the summary. All right, under this slab mat. So just use this. This is for patch, and this is for the mat summary. Okay, so you can also check in this provision if what is selected is correct. All right, so I think everything is good. Okay, click on the OK options, and also you can be able to select on this, right click, and over here in this window you can be able to use it to also check the design. You can check the design from here, and then right click from it from there and click on the design slab options. That has been done. Okay, see report for member. These are the options I'm expecting. Click right here, and this will give you the report just like this. That will actually show you the utilization ratio, show you the analysis, the combinations, reinforcement provided. So this is just like a summary of the calculations for the mat design successfully. All right, so you can also exploit these provisions and be able to get more informations that you may need. All right, if you move this here, see composite modulus calculations, you can also move it here. Click on the OK options, and this is updated. So here we now have the complete detailed calculations, as you can see from here. Now you see, so this is the complete detailed calculation for the slab mat design successfully. You can print it in PDF from here. All right, so I believe you have gained one or two knowledge in this video so far. I can right click from here and take it to the structural view. All right, so Here we bring this presentation to stop. If you are yet to like this video, hit on the like button. If you are not subscribed to our channel, subscribe and stay connected. I want to invite you to join our channel membership. So if you get to our channel, you see a join button right there. Click right there to join the channel membership, because there are a lot of in-depth videos right there on these softwares that you will learn and improve your knowledge successfully. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next presentation. Bye for now.